Gosh, it's been a long time since I was RSL. So there's not a whole lot left, really. It's not any extra sort of motivation at all. I'm left there in really good terms. A club that I've got a lot of fondness for, but to me it's just another opponent right now, and an important game for us. I think it's really exciting. Really exciting that DeWay Hansen has put in the resources he has into that club. Always felt it was a terrific club which could have established its own real identity, and I'm really happy to see that Deloitte has continued that process, especially with the academy. I think that's something that Real Salt Lake can be very, very proud of, was the number of high-quality players that they've produced, and now they have the infrastructure to do it really, really well. I think that's a super, super thing that all of us in the league should be striving for. To me, it's a very typical young team that has some really, really talented attacking players, and as well as talented defensive players, but is prone to making mental errors that young players make. And so, from my point of view, it's a team that we need to be really prepared for and have a ton of respect for, because they are quality. They can score goals and they can really hurt you. So it's going to need to take our best effort, no doubts. Yeah, just for me, it's a continued reminders to ourselves about who we are. We didn't feel overly bad about ourselves in the first 3 matches. I know there was a lot of people who did, but in our locker room we didn't. And now we don't feel overly good about ourselves. And there probably are a few people out there that may think more of us than we do. We know who we are. Our feet are on the ground. We're humble. We're hungry. And we know that we need to improve. I look at building a team as a long process. I look at building a club and a mentality and an identity and a team chemistry as a long process. And I know that there's many people out there that would like that process to be a lot shorter than it has been here. There's been many people out there that have been impatient in that process, but from the leader of this club's point of view, and the leader of this team's point of view, we trust in the process and we trust in the work that we do every day, and we believe that it's a matter of time. Not much more than just trying to deliver, I guess, my own message a little bit about how I feel and what I think, to do it in my own controlled fashion. I think that they've been really good together because they have a really nice balance. I think they both operate on the same wavelength. They obviously speak the same language. And I think you see one player is always holding for the other, and I think they're both extremely aggressive and active in the defensive phases. So it's given us a real nice balance, and it's given us a real nice bite. Looks like different people, really. I think he was probably 20 pounds heavier when he came in at the beginning of the preseason, and nowhere near as fit, and nowhere near as hungry, and nowhere near as good a professional as he's proving himself to be right now. No, I don't think so. I mean, I think our motivation is pretty simple. Motivation is that we believe that we are potentially much better than we've proven to be so far, and we believe that we have something to prove, and we believe that we're extremely hungry to take this team and this club to the next level, and so we continue on with that. And of course, we have our fun, but I believe that having fun is part of working well. Sure. At Real Salt Lake, as I said, through the process, through several years of keeping a consistent group together, through several years of scouting and finding the right type of people, not just players, the right type of people to be a part of the team, we got there. I think, in my opinion, this process is happening much faster than that one did, and that's probably because of just the insanely large amount of work that all of the staff did in the off-season to find the right people. I don't look at it as a difficulty. I look at it as a great situation where we've got somebody that can come in if one of them's not doing well, if one of them's a little ill, if one of them's a little fatigued, and there'll be some rotation. If we get into a logjam of games, which we will in June, we have many good players. Yuri's not the only one, but he just happens to be the one in the midfield right now that's a little bit out, and that can change at any given moment. So we believe that we've got many more players that are exactly like Yuri Rosell. They just aren't operating in the same position, and it's the same because they probably haven't gotten their chance yet. All coaches handle that differently. For me, I have very strong belief that it should be up to the players on the field, in particular the captain. And I think think you saw in the last game, the captain grabbed the ball and he gave it to the person that he wanted to take the penalty. And for me, that's the exact right process, because those guys out on the field know how they're feeling better than I do. And I think it's a mistake to try to say this person has to take it. No. Again, that's individualistic. You'll see at the end of training, a couple of guys will take the ball and hit a couple of penalties, but it's not too many during the week. Again, I think it's a consistency issue and a young issue. Gone through it with building teams before. It's very, very typical to be one team at home and then a completely different looking team on the road. That comes through confidence, and consistency and experience. And so we will hope that the same holds true for us, but as I said, we need to be prepared for their best. Yeah, Jonathan is feeling better. Just today I've spoken with him and he said he's actually feeling much better now, so he start the exercise protocol to see how that affects his symptoms. And then Scott's recovered pretty well. He was on the field yesterday running, and so I think his protocol would see him back in training within the next week or so.